Hey guys, I just already did the reading and I just wanted to come back on here and give a little bit of an intro to let you know what the reading ended up being. So it's a message from your person. There are 3 different scenarios. One of them is if you are with someone, but you know that they're not your person, and so the message from the cards is from your actual person. The second scenario is if you're not with anybody right now, so your person is sending you a message. And the third scenario is if you are with somebody and they are your person. I'll timestamp them down in the box below or in the comments below. So whichever one of those you resonate, or it could be a couple, you could resonate with a couple of them, even though they're different scenarios. You can check out a couple of them, try to figure out which one does resonate with you, okay? So I just wanted to come back on here and let you know how it's broken down, because when I started it, I didn't have clear direction on what the reading was going to be about, just a message from the person, and then all 3 scenarios started to come through, okay? So check that out. Reading starts now. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm doing a tarot reading today, a daily tarot. I just recorded another one. I'm not sure if I'm going to put that one out. It may have just been me getting it out of my system. But it's funny. The same card came out from that last reading. That may be communication that I need to put that one out. We'll find out. I haven't done tarot in a while. There's a lot of, I don't know, sometimes tarot just doesn't speak to me a little bit. Like, it needs to be put on the shelf for a little bit. There is a lot of stigma around tarot. And I think when the energy of that, the resistance to tarot, the impression that people have about tarot and its influence or what it means, or it's from the devil or blah, 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 like that opinion, that imprint, that stigma, that program is a fear program. But when it's running rampant in the collective or on the earth, or, you know, in people's energy, whatever that matches inside of them, whatever kind of fear of the unknown that stigma matches, when it's really strong and when it's really dominant in the field, in the energy field, like there's a lot of people who are feeling this energy, not necessarily just about tarot, but that frequency, the frequency of that fear of the unknown. It's like they're showing me right now, that's why I move away from tarot a little bit, because I don't want to tune into or tap into that resistance, the resistance that is connected to that. And when it's, I don't want to battle against that. There's no point in battling against that. The oracle cards and just reading energy is more free-flowing for me, and it gets the message across in a different, less resistant kind of way. Right now, tarot wants to come back out again, and especially this tarot deck, which is the Thelema deck, I see it as a very feminine deck. Like, the feminine is really coming back, and I posted a couple of videos about the Divine Feminine recently. So she's bringing it back out again. She's like, it's safe to come out, wherever you are. I see her as like Glinda, the Good Witch from The Wizard of Oz. It's okay to bring them back out again, because that resistance is kind of the fear that that frequency has died down just a little bit. And so it's back. It's back here to communicate, to move things forward. And I'm embracing this tarot side of myself. A lot of people have it connected to witches, and there's been a release of the judgment of witches. Magic. There's been some kind of release. Somebody sent me something the other day that said there was like a reversal on a ruling against witches. I don't even know the details of it, but something has shifted when it comes to that. And so now it's like the tarot feels safe to come out of hiding, right? That reflects something inside of me that feels safe to reveal this side of myself, this magical, not necessarily witchy, but like perceived woo-woo, intuitive, psychic side of myself. All of that is just a reflection of the vibration that is shifting right now. Okay? So what are we talking about? I'm talking about love. You guys want to know about love? Okay. Let's talk about love. What do we have to say? Oh, it's a message from your person. Okay. It's a message from your person. Whether you're with somebody and it's something that you want to know about them, or you're with somebody but you know that they're not your person, and so you're trying to get a message from your actual person that exists out there, or if you're not with somebody, it's from, your person. Okay? You take it however it resonates for you. It may be more specific as it comes out, but let's find out what they have to say. Knight of Wands. And this Eight of Wands wants to stay here too, okay? I'm just going to leave this over here on the side, but the Knight of Wands, let's see what else. Devil in reverse. I'm like, am I taking reversals? No, I'm not going to take reversals right now. I usually don't with this deck. Whoa. Eight of Swords. This is a little heavier. Seven of Swords. Okay. But the Knight of Wands, I'm going to hold these up for you. This is how they came out. I do have my music on too, so if I get any messages in the music, I'll let you know. This Knight of Wands, really, I feel like he's moving away from the energy of all of these, and he's really anchoring it. He was the first one that came out, and he was sitting with the Eight of Wands on this side. So movement and communication and like real passion is at the forefront. There's something about the relationship that you're in currently, if you're in a relationship right now, that is all about the physical. It's about physical healing. It's about sexual healing. And it's not a bad thing. It's helping to remove insecurities that I'm seeing it in your sacral chakra. It's removing insecurity. It's removing insecurity about your body. About your body. But I feel like there's a choice that needs to be made. That the situation itself, you're not being real with yourself about it. That's this Seven of Swords right here, it looks like. And the Eight of Swords, where she's got this blindfold on right now. You're in this situation, not really looking at it clearly. You're not looking at it clearly. It's like your person is telling you this looks to me like if you're with somebody, but you know that it's not your person, and this is your person speaking to you, they're saying, just it's time to really open your eyes and don't lie to yourself about it. It's okay. There is really gorgeous movement that's happening, but it is time for you to move kind of away from the energy of this situation. They're not telling you the truth about something, and you're not telling yourself the truth about something. I was talking about words earlier, the way that words are spells, the way that words have spells on them, and not everything this other person says is necessarily the truth. Okay? It's like they're spelling you. Their words are they have you under a spell. It is a love spell or a sex spell or something like that. And again, I don't feel like it's a really bad thing, but like maybe you're with this person because it's purely a physical attraction and you're trying to make it be more than it is, or whatever. Something like that. But there's an untruth here. There's something that you're not telling yourself the truth about. And this right here, it's kind of like, it's time for you to really be truthful with yourself and really create some movement. Really choose to move away from fear of loss. Your fear of loss. Okay? Your person is telling you Your person is like, I'm trying to tell you the truth here because you're not telling yourself the truth. It's time to really move pretty quickly too. This is really fast moving energy. The Knight of Wands and the Eight of Wands. This is really fast energy. It's almost like it's time to get up and go now. It's time to go now. This decision needs to be made, and it's time to go. So if you're with somebody right now, your person is telling you it's time to make your way out now, okay? The healing has happened. Whatever healing needed to happen. This to me looks a lot like your self-image. You healing your self-image, not being able to see yourself clearly and how beautiful you really are, like physically. That's what I'm seeing. Just listening to the song. It's pink. I can't hear it. It's in the background. It's in the background. It's like you can hear the music. You can hear something calling you, but it's not loud enough yet. It's not. There was something that you needed to know. But it's like it's just attention. It's just for attention in order to help heal your body image issues. It's like, this person needed to show you that you're really beautiful. I don't know. Why do I feel this good sober? That's the song that's on. Why do I feel this good sober? So there is a little bit of untruths about, there's addiction in here too. There's like sex addiction. There could be any kind of addictive tendency. You're in this relationship in order to heal some kind of addictive tendency inside of you. That's codependency. Like I need validation from other people. 1111 on my recording about my body or about how I look or but there in the other person there's also addictive tendencies. You could be seeing it in like they're super addicted to or you don't even realize that there is an alcohol addiction or there's addictive tendencies there. It's time to go. That's what I'm hearing very clearly. It's time to go. Your true person is telling you have a lot more confidence in yourself than that. Okay? All right, so that's if you're with somebody and they're not your person. Your person is telling you, get out. What, do you have another message from your actual person? Two of Swords. I know it's a really hard decision. But just feel it. You just have to feel this. It doesn't need to make sense on paper. But there's a lot of healing that occurred here. And it's like you're so sensitive. Okay. So it's hard for you. It's been hard for you to make a decision to leave this because you've been healing what it is inside of yourself, but you're also like a very healing presence. And you actually have been doing some of the work to heal them. Like the Star card is all about healing. It's also about wishes and dreams and things like that. But you can't see what your dreams and your wishes are right now because you're a healing presence for them. And, that's what this Queen of Cups is too. She's very empathic. She's very sensitive, very loving, but you can't see your own energy right now because theirs is very insecure and very needful and needs healing from you. That's part of the purpose for them, is that they need healing from you. So it's you if you take that energy out of there, you know what to do. You're this. You're already healed. You're already on the other side of it. You got to clear out anything that's not yours, right? Because you are beautiful in every single way. Okay? So just feel it. Feel who you are. Just do something. Decide to take action. Just decide, okay, I'm going to take action. Wherever that leads me, whatever that does. Okay. I'm going to clear out this other person's energy. This is somebody else's. What is mine? Get in touch with yours. Get in touch with yours, because you are so soft and really loving and beautiful, and it's like not in a like drop dead gorgeous, everybody's so sexy, so like everybody is just like gaga over you because you're the most beautiful person I've ever, like, it's, your beauty comes from a different place. You're really beautiful physically, but she's saying heal the side of you that looks at beauty as physical. Your softness is really beautiful. Your peace is really beautiful. 1444 on my recording. Okay, message from your person if you're not with somebody right now. Tower card. Big change is happening right now. Oh, that thing that just happened, or that thing that's going to happen, that thing that you think is like the end of the world, it is the most beautiful thing that could have ever happened to you. Biggest favor ever from the universe. The universe has forced something to happen in order for you to align with your person. If you don't do something about, or if this hasn't happened yet, if you don't do something about a situation in your life, the universe is going to make it happen for you. Either way. You can choose it or not. Either way, it's time to start looking at a situation with fresh eyes. Okay? This thing that happened to you. Let's find out what that thing is. Can you clarify the Tower card? I need another set of tarot cards. Can you clarify the Tower, please? I'm like, do I need to get another deck out so that I can clarify it with other cards that have come out? It has to do with a person, Knight of Cups, a message that came in that rocked your world. A message of love, someone, it's like someone, I don't know, someone told you how amazing you are. Someone, like, really, someone told you, it's like a message. Someone told you that they cared about you, or that you never left their mind. Something rocked your world. You created it. You called. Oh, it's all okay. So I feel like there's something that happened that you didn't realize happened. You created a spark of something. You created a tower for someone else. That's what I'm seeing. You created a tower of someone else by standing in your power and communicating who you are and how you feel about them. It's like you gave them this message of love. Like let's say you sent someone a message a year ago that said, you know, no matter what happens, I will never forget you. You just, like, you'll never leave my realm. And then you went about your way, you know? You thought that was closure and that you were letting go and blah, blah, blah. But it's like that expression rocked their world. That's the message from them, is that you rocked my world, whether you realize it or not. That one message. And it's the Sun card, to me, shows up a lot of times as the Divine Masculine. So it's almost like you lit it up. I cannot stop thinking about the way that message, that it's like you manifested this. You sent this message out. And it came from a place of like pure you, like higher knowing, higher knowledge, higher perspective. That rocked their world. It created a chain of events that I feel like now are starting to come into fruition. So you rocked their world then, and it's like now they've decided to leave a relationship or to get a divorce or to it's like they've never gotten that out of their mind, and it finally has come to a head and has created a huge shift and a huge change in their life. And it's really beautiful. It's really amazing. For some of you, this message that was left there, I was just led to this message, a video that I did a while ago. I think it was maybe over like 2 years ago or something. It's on my channel. It's the highlighted one that is there, that it comes up first or something. I'll link it in the box below if you're interested in that. But I was led to it yesterday or the day before that, and I was just like, oh my God, there's so many synchronicities for right now that I channeled back then. And it's titled "The Divine Masculine is in Your Field." The Sacred Masculine is in your field, which this just reminded me of. So if you're interested in that, go back and watch that video. The link for that is down in the box below. You put out the call for that. You put out the call for that a while ago. It's like, I put out the call for that 2 years ago when I posted that. But it's coming to fruition now. The wheels are turning now for that, okay? That's happening right now. That's the Tower card right now. Just be patient. It's leading to really, really beautiful things. Like, your masculine is coming. Whether it's someone that you know it is or not. It could be that it's someone that you sent a message to a really long time ago, and this is someone from your past that's coming back. It could be. For some of you, you see the way the sun just lit up even more as I said that. For some of you, it could be a new masculine is in your field. And it's hard for you to recognize who he is because it hasn't dawned on you yet. It's like the realization that the sun is getting brighter and brighter. You haven't realized it yet. But you creating the closure, if that's the case for some of you guys, the message that you sent a while ago, the closure that you created, the ripple effect of that is hitting you right now, and the closure is finally happening, so that you can open up to like your true masculine, or you've finally really let go of that person or that energy in your life, and this really beautiful divine masculine is coming into your field right now. Okay? It's a big jolt, huge jolt has just happened, but it's almost like you don't even realize that it happened. Okay? So for those of you that Three of Pentacles is on the bottom here. So it could be like someone that you work with. It could be something that you're creating something with. It could be someone in a group of three. It could be, there's something about the number 3 here also that is like a manifesting kind of energy. You really are creating something really beautiful. And you can see the 2 flames down here too. So, you know, if twin flame resonates with you, then it resonates with you. But there's some kind of spark of creativity here, a spark of life that is being created. It's on the bottom of the deck, so that's what's holding the energy up. That's what's you can't quite see just yet. This is something that you've been creating for a long time. I was talking to one of my clients about like creating your person, creating like weird science kind of way, creating your person. That's the message from your person. Is like, you're asking for this. You created this. You started creating this a while ago. And so don't be surprised when it shows up. Open your eyes. It's showing up. You asked for this. You've been creating this. You've been manifesting this. It's really soft. It's a much more feminine energy than you realized it would be. Okay, but you're creating it. And so stay in the energy of creation and continue consciously creating and adding to that picture, and being literally creative, like doing creative projects and continuing to like create art, create whatever art is expressive for you, or there's like something creative, I just keep saying that, something creative that you're wanting to get into, like a project, maybe a creative project or something like that. Whatever creative project you have just started or are starting right now or are thinking about, start working on that, because that draws this person into you who will also be working on this with you. Okay? All right. Wow, that's amazing. I love that. All right, what was the other scenario? What was the other scenario? If you were with somebody and you know that they're not your person. If you're not with somebody, that was the message from your person. If you are with somebody and they are your person. I feel like I need to pick up these, though. I'm going to add all these in, clear this energy out from those two other readings. If you are with somebody and they are your person, there's something you really need to know from them right now, okay? Time to clear the energy out. Time for a reset. Like, I have to reset my cards right now. That's part of the message, that it's time for a reset. We gotta reset. Recharge, reset. We need a reset. And I'm interested in that. I'm ready for that. I want to do the work for that. It's time for a reset. Let's just make closure on who we were and start new. Let's step onto a new timeline together. Let's do it together, though. There's something about togetherness. The message from this person, it's about togetherness. Let's get on the same team again, okay? Let's choose the timeline and of being on the same team, okay? Yeah. Along with the universe. Along with the universe. The universe is helping you guys to release whatever stops you from being on the same team. Forgiveness. The universe is asking you to forgive. Your person is asking you to forgive them. Because it's time for that. It's time for that. It's time for you to forgive them. They've done a lot of work to make it up to you or to show you who they are, but you're trying to get them to prove themselves to you. And it's doing more damage than anything else. It's like fish or cut bait. Do you want to continue on this timeline? Do you want to stay with your person? Do you want to, or do you just want to hold on to the hurt? You have to choose, because it's time to choose, to move forward into a new dimension, onto a new timeline that you guys have been working towards, but you can choose not to. You can choose your person. That's a very strong message right now, is that people are waiting around for their person to show up. Is this my person? Is this my person? You get to choose who your person is. And you can choose someone else. You can choose to step onto a timeline with a different person. This person who's speaking to you right now is saying, if you can't forgive me, it's okay to choose another timeline. I'm okay with that. And the universe is like, we're going to make this, there's alchemy that's working here. So if you choose that, then they're going to choose a different timeline also. But they can't choose to beat themselves up anymore. It's like they're forgiving themselves now. And so that in itself is creating this ripple effect in the universe. It's a very powerful aspect of them, the ability to forgive themselves. It's like they've never been able to before, ever. And now it's time. Okay, wow, that is like, nothing else wants to come out. It's like you have to choose, though. You get to. Today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten. Only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Live your life with arms wide open. Today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten. You have to choose. What timeline are you stepping on? Either way, it's okay. If you don't choose your person that you're with, who is your person, you get to choose another person who maybe will be more aligned with where you are or where you're going. But this person, it seems like, is wanting to align with a different way of being, a different dynamic between you guys too. But if not, it's okay too. Like, they're going to be okay too. You get to choose. You get to choose. There are other options. There are other options. Your person is saying it's okay. There are other options. I feel those options too. But I would love for this to be a decision that we make together. Let's do it together. Let's decide together. If we decide that we want to choose something else and this is the end of our journey together, let's not do it from a place of anger and heartache. Let's decide those. Let's really look at all of our options. Let's look at all of our options together. Let's have it come from a place of love and happiness and joy and not anger and codependency. Let's look at all the options. Are we together because we're codependent? Or are we together because we choose it? Do we still get to choose each other all the time? Or are we forced to be together because we're married? Or it's required? Or whatever? Where is the energy of us? What does it look like? Let's talk about that. This person wants to talk about that. Can we still choose each other? Because sometimes it feels like you're forced to be with me. And I feel like I'm forced to be with you sometimes. So it's like I want to start this team. I want us to be on the same team. High Priestess. High Priestess on the bottom. This is the energy that's holding it all up. There's a lot of knowledge. There's a lot of real wisdom in this person that you didn't realize was there. This person is very tuned in, even though they don't seem it. Their human doesn't seem it. This is a message from their higher self. And there's a lot more to them than you realize. There may be even more to them if you decide to let them go, to find closure, and to step onto a new timeline together. But choosing it together is the key, I think. Not being demanding, not making a list of demands. Really lovingly looking at what is really going to make us both happy. Where can we find happiness? Is there happiness left in this connection? What do we need to choose? And do it together. Okay? This is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten. So if you choose to be with this person, to stay with this person, it's going to be a whole new way, a whole different kind of phase, a whole new chapter, a whole new book for you guys. So the relationship is going to change. You have to be okay with that. And it could be that that's what you want, is a whole new chapter, a whole new book, a whole new way of being. And yet they don't. Like, one of the options is for, I like me. I like where I am right now. And I feel like you're trying to change me. And rewrite things. And I like the relationship that we always had before. I miss what we had. And so it could be that one of the options is they could choose to find someone or connection or that reflects that relationship dynamic that they thrive in. It's clear neither one of you is thriving in this connection right now. Okay? But the communication about it needs to happen. Their higher self is coming to you saying it's time to either forgive. Can you forgive? Either way, forgiveness needs to happen. Either way. So if you forgive and choose to stay, you have to release and let go of the resentment, the judgment, whatever it is that is needing to be forgiven. You have to really let go of it and start anew. Or forgive and let go and move on in a different way. Okay? But the decision needs to be made together. That's clear. All right? Let's see if there's one more message from this person. It has really meant so much to them. Like, they really see you as a spiritual connection. It's like, there's like this soulmate connection, a very spiritual connection between you guys. It's the growth in your spirituality. They see so much growth in you spiritually. But it's almost like I see them, they see it in you. I'm torn into pieces. Can't deny it, can't pretend. Thought you were the one. It's like, there's so much, this was like the idea of soulmate and stuff like that. Behind these hazel eyes. Seven of Pentacles. See it, how she's looking this way now? She's looking this way. It's like it was a soulmates can be good. They can be positive. They could be aligned. They could be showing you where things are out of alignment. And it's almost like we put so much work into it. There's so much work that's been put into it. Spirit has put a lot of work into it too in order to help you grow. And this person is now really wanting to grow too. There's something else there. There's something spiritual about you that is growing that it's time to bring to fruition. It could be a spiritual business. It could be. But this decision is being accelerated because it's time for something to come to fruition where as far as like spiritual work that you do. So either fish or cut bait, but until you do, where it is that you're trying to go, you can't go forward. You can't go forward. And neither can they. Okay? All right. Message from your persons. For all those different scenarios. It was kind of like a pick a card reading, but a pick a scenario reading. If you guys want a private reading, I haven't done any like recorded readings in a long time, but if you're interested in that, my information is down in the box below. Just order one of the recorded readings or a live reading or whatever. All that's down in the box below. Love you guys.